Hey there, welcome back to another episode of You Should Read This. My name is Christina and I am the teen librarian at the Thayer Public Library. This month, for the month of February, our theme is Swoonworthy Romance. If that sounds familiar, it's because we use the same theme for Book in a Bag. So if you did Book in a Bag, hopefully here are some more romance picks that you might be interested in. If you missed out on it, you can still enjoy these books on the list. But if you missed out on it, let me tell you what the February Book in a Bag pick was. As always, the themes and books are picked by the Teen Advisory Group, so hopefully you had a say in that. If not, you might want to consider joining us in the future for that. For the month of February, the Book in a Bag pick was They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. What it's about: a little after midnight, Deathcast calls Mateo and Rufus to give them some bad news. They're going to die today. Mateo and Rufus are total strangers, but for different reasons, they're both looking to make a new friend on their end day. The good news is there's an app for that. It's called the Last Friend app, and through it, Rufus and Mateo are about to meet up for one last great adventure. An unforgettable day that will change both their lives forever. Why you should read it. Not only was it our February Book in a Bag pick, but it's worth the hype. You might have seen it on Book Talk, which is the book side of TikTok. This book also takes place in 24 hours, which adds a level of attachment to the characters, and it keeps you flipping through the pages. In addition to keeping you drawn to the story, there's also a companion novel coming out next year. So it's a great time to get in on this world. So that is our Book in a Bag pick for the month of February. Now on to the other recommendations for swoon-worthy romances. First up is our Newbie Pick, and for this month I have XOXO by Axio. What it's about: Jenny's never had much time for boys, in between school, cello practice, working at her uncle's karaoke bar. However, all of that changes when she meets the boy and stumbles back into his life when she and her mother move to Seoul, Korea. What's so special about this boy? Only that he's literally a K-pop idol. Why you should read it. Ever pictured what it would be like to be in a secret romance with a member of BTS? This is a lot like that. Next up we have our Oldie Pick, and for this I am going with The Henna Wars by Adiba Jaigirdar. What it's about: we follow two main characters, Flavia and Nishat. Flavia is beautiful and charismatic, and Nishat falls for her instantly. But when a school competition asks them to create their own business, both Nishat and Flavia choose to do henna. Amidst sabotage and school stress, their lives get more tangled, but Nishat can't quite get rid of her crush on her. And Nishat realizes there might be more to Flavia than she realized. Why you should read it. This romance is well-rounded. It has a sweet romance and tackles school issues that teens can relate with. Next up is our graphic novel pick, and for this I am going with Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman. What it's about: Charlie, a high-strung, openly gay overthinker, and Nick, a cheerful, soft-hearted rugby player, meet at a British all-boys grammar school. Friendship blooms quickly, but could there be something more? Why you should read it. After watching a few teens read this in the teen room with heart emojis for faces, I decided to pick this up too. There's a lot to love here, and Volume 4 just came out recently. If you're a fan of Fence or Check Please, you might want to pick this one up. And last but certainly not least is our audiobook pick. For this, I am going with 10 Things I Hate About Pinky by Zendaya Menon. What it's about: Pinky loves lazy summers at her parents' Cape Cod lake house, but after listening to them pester her about the poor decisions she's made, aka boyfriends she's had, she hatches a plan. Get her sort of friend, sort of enemy, who is a total Harvard-bound mama's boy, to pose as her perfect boyfriend for the summer. When Samir's internship falls through, leaving him with an unplanned summer, he gets the text from Pinky and jumps at the opportunity. What could go wrong? Why you should read it. This sort of friends, sort of enemies to sort of lovers romance is so cute. Part of the When Dimple Met Rishi world, we follow Pinky and Samir, who are side characters in the other two novels. You can read them independently, though. Pinky is quirky and rebellious, a teeny tiny part of her really enjoys making her conservative parents cringe. And Samir also has his quirks, including that he's hyper-scheduled every minute of every day for himself. They're both very relatable characters, and this one here is a good romance for people who don't really enjoy romance books. And those are the picks for the month of February, Swoon-worthy romances. Hopefully there's something here for everybody. If you're looking for more recommendations, as always, come on in and chat with me. There are more throughout the teen room. If you're wondering what the book in a bag pick is for the month of March, here's your little heads up. We're going to do Heard It on a Podcast, which means that the book pick is going to be something you might read about on a podcast or maybe told in a podcast style. The registration for that opens in a few weeks, so mark your calendars. Go over to thayerpubliclibrary.org/events to see when all of the Book in a Bag registrations open and when they happen. Book in a Bag is the first Thursday of every month, and as you can tell, You Should Read This is the last Tuesday of every month. We'll see you next month for Heard It on a Podcast recommendations. Bye!